Hi there, bibliophiles! Welcome to my very first video vlog. In today's video, I will be sharing to you my very first bookshelf tour. I will be sharing to you the book collection that I have as of this time. So meaning, hopefully in the future, these will grow. So if you're new here, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this video so that you will be updated to my nexts. So here are the complete bookshelf collections that I have. So I will be showing to you the overview first before we are going to go through each of these books. I will be showing some of the books to you, their cover, but not everything, so that this video will not take too long. So let's start with this very first shelf here. So let's start from the very top. So here on top, as you can see there is the box of my Harry Potter collection. The art was created by Ryan Selznick, and it's the US version. And then beside it, so I have the Chicken Soup for the Soul. Let me show you the cover. So it's a third serving of the Chicken Soup for the Soul. So this is a book filled with inspiring stories by real people. Okay, and then next to that, I have the book one of The Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger. So I bought one among the many books because I will first try to read this one and then try to feel if I am going to like this one. So if ever I will like this one, I will be having also the rest of the series of this book title. So that's it. And then we have two of the books of Kelly Barnhill. So we have The Ogress and the Orphans and The Girl Who Drank the Moon. So this one, The Girl Who Drank the Moon, is a Newbery Medal book. Then I also have here The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. And I have Ottoline and the Purple Fox by Chris Riddle. And we have here a children's classic. We have Heidi by Johannes Spyri. And we also have Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. Then next to that, we have another classic, which is the Daddy Longlegs. So if you are familiar with the animated series of Judy Abbott, so it is inspired in this book. So it's a classic by Gene Webster. So next to that, we have The Further Adventures of Ebenezer Scrooge. If you are familiar with the Christmas Carol, this one is some sort of a sequel. However, it's not of the same writer. It's inspired by the classic book Christmas Carol, which I also have. And next to it, we have the Peter Pan. So this one is the trade paperback or the paperback version of Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. It's another children's classic. Next, we have two books by Mitch Albom. So we have Tuesdays with Maury and we have The Stranger in the Lifeboat. So I was able to read first the Tuesdays with Maury, which tells about the story of the writer with his professor, his dying professor. So among these books here, I have read these two. Okay. Then, and also this one, Tuesdays with Maury. So below, I have here a complete collection of a series of unfortunate events by Lemony Snicket. So there are 13 of them. So it is very creative of the writer. There are 13 because, as we all know, 13 is unlucky number. So it makes sense with the title, A Series of Unfortunate Events. Okay? So I was able to read books 1 to 4. And for 5, I was not able to finish. So hopefully I'm going to finish 5 and hold throughout with the rest of the books. And then next to the series of unfortunate events, We have the Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I haven't read this one. This is a a book that I bought at Big Bad Wolf when they came here way back 2019. So I'm still to read this one. So hopefully in the future. So next to this, I have three books of the Royal Diaries. So we have Cleopatra the Seventh, Marie Antoinette, Princess of Versailles, and Anastasia the Last Grand Duchess. So, excuse me, I read Anastasia and Marie Antoinette. So I am still going to read Cleopatra. So these are historical fiction books. So there is a touch of facts. At the same time, there is a touch of fiction to these series. So all of these books will help to somehow give information about these following famous people. Actually, there are a lot in this series, and I have three. The next to this is I have the complete set of the Guardians of the Childhood by William Joyce. Excuse me again. So I have Nicholas St. North, Easter Bunny Moon, Luciana, The Sandman, and Jack Frost. Excuse me. And then next to this, I have also four books of the Winnie the Pooh series by A. Milne. So we have Winnie the Pooh, The House at the Pooh Corner, Now We Are Six, and When We Were Very Young. Okay? So next here below, so I have here an abridged version of Mary Poppins by P.L. Travers. This one is filled with colored pictures. I also bought this one at Fully Booked. And then I have three of the unabridged version of Mary Poppins. So I have three. I guess there are 7 of them. Then we have there Mary Poppins Opens the Door, and Mary Poppins in the Park. And then below we have the Spiderwick Chronicles. So I have the complete books. So there are 1, 2, 8. So I am still going to read that series. And then below that, we have the complete set also of Anne of Green Gables. So we have Anne of Green Gables, Anne of Avonlea, Anne of the Island, Anne of Windy Poplars, Anne's House of Dreams, Anne of Ingleside, Rainbow Valley, and Relia of Ingleside. So I was so lucky to buy this one at Fully Booked, also at a very cheaper price. And then next, I have also the complete version of the complete set rather of Harry Potter. It's the US version actually. So the art on this set was created by Ryan Selznick, which I have shown you a while ago, the box. And then we have here the complete series of Harry Potter. So, and then on top of that, I have also Hogwarts Library book. I have the box on top. So we have Quidditch Through the Ages, The Tales of Beetle the Bard, and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And on top, I have Spellbound by Diana Wayne Jones. It's a collection of whimsical or fantastical stories. And then I have another books here of Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. These are the UK version. Okay, and then I have also a Harry Potter doll. Okay, I bought that at SM. Not a sponsor though. And then here below, let's go here. So I have here a Wonder Woman toy. And here I have the complete Brothers Grimm fairy tales. Take a look at the cover. So the cover shows Hansel and Gretel with the face of a friendly witch. But we all know that the witch is not friendly. Okay? And have here below an abridged version of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. And here below, I have the complete set of the Hunger Games collection by Suzanne Collins. So we have the Hunger Games, Mockingjay, Catching Fire. So two of which are hardcover, while the first one is a paperback. I have read the three. Next, I have the books of Frances Hodgson Burnett, or the books written by Frances Hodgson Burnett, one of my favorite writers. So we have Little Lord Fauntleroy, A Little Princess, The Lost Prince, and The Secret Garden. I was able to read the three, The Little Lord Fauntleroy, A Little Princess, and The Secret Garden, but I'm still going to read The Lost Prince. My favorite is The Secret Garden. Then we have here Kendra Candlestar and the Box of Whispers by Lee Edward Foddy. So let me show you the cover. The art in this book was created by the writer himself. I'm still going to read this one also. So beside this, I have Riding Freedom by Pam Munoz-Ryan, one of my favorite writers also. So we have Riding Freedom. This one is a fictional, a historical fiction rather, of the first woman in US who was able to vote. And then I have also War Horse by Michael Morpurgo. I am still going to read this one also. This is a nice movie. So, of course, if the movie is nice, the book is double or twice that. And then I have The Janitor's Boy by Andrew Clements. I have a lot of this collection in my bookshelf written by Andrew Clements. And the next on top here, I have The Swiss Family Robinson by Johann Weiss or Wiss. I'm not sure what's the correct pronunciation. And then I have two books here by Rudyard Kipling, Hawk of Pook's Hill, and the second Jungle Book. I have also the Jungle Book 1. So here below, we have The Wind in the Willows. This one is a very nice edition of The Wind in the Willows. Take a look. And the pictures also are colored. So it's very gorgeous. I am still going to read this one also. Okay. Then, next we have The Peculiar Night of the Blue Hearts by Di Stefano. And The Snow Spider, it's the book 1 by Nemo. And another book by Pam Munoz-Ryan, Becoming Naomi Leon. So I was able to read Riding Freedom and also Becoming Naomi Leon. These books are very nice. They have wonderful plots. And then beside it, so we have, it's not clear here in the video, but this one is an Aesop's Fable. It's a complete collection of, or complete tales, or complete fables written by Aesop. This one is like vintage. Okay, and there are also pictures in that book. Then beside that, I have The Borrower's Aloof. I have two of this collection, and I guess there are 5 in the series. And then next to that, we have Grave Images by Gobill, and another book by Clements, which is The Last Holiday Concerts. And then I also have here a Captain America toy. Then I have 3 of the Inheritance Cycle books by Christopher Paolini. So we have Aragon, Eldest, and Inheritance. So what I don't have is the third one, which is the Brissinger. So hopefully I will be able to get that one so that these book collection will be completed. Then also I have The Adventures of Pinocchio. Okay. Let me show you the cover by Carlo Collodi. Okay. And then Below, I have here Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, Awful Auntie by David Williams, and I have here the book version of the Cinderella movie. It's a very nice cover, published by Disney. And another, I have A Frozen Heart. Is the tale of Frozen, of Elsa and Anna. And then we also have here School Rules by Clements also. So there are two books on this one. So we have Frindle and No Talking. So I was able to read the two. So Frindle is the well-known book of the writer. Then in here I have The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. And next to this I have Black Beauty by Anna Sewell. And I have an adaptation of Black Beauty, which is a very nice story. It's very heartwarming. It's Finding Black Beauty by Lou Quinzler. It's one of my favorite books, actually. I was able to read this one. And we have The Memory Bank by Coleman Shepperson. I'm still going to read that one also. And we have The Tower Treasure by F.W. Dixon. And next to that, we have The Inventors at number 8 by A.M. Morgan. Let me show you the cover. The cover is very nice. I love middle grade books because their covers are very wonderful. At the same time, the stories are full of adventure and they are also very heartwarming. So, beside this, I have one book written by Caroline Keene, Nancy Drew Adventures, or the Nancy Drew Mystery Stories, The Secret of the Shadow Ranch. And I have two other books by Mitch Albom. So we have For One More Day and The Five People You Meet in Heaven. And then next, the cover is not that clear. So we have I Am David by Anne Home. And also My Friend Flicka by Mary O'Hara. I'm still going to read these two as well. And then here on top, I have another book. I have two books of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. They are very gorgeous covers. So this one is the version by Mina Lima. It's an interactive book. And another one is I bought this at Big Bad Wolf, Alice's Through the Looking Glass. So this one is an interactive book wherein there are a lot of fantastic illustrations and you can interact with them. So it's a very wonderful book collection. So there you go. And then next, let's have Island of the Aunts by Eva Ibbotson. And another is Cat, the Jungle Fairy, and Three Stories in One by Daisy Meadows. This one. And next is The Story of Anne Frank. It's based on the diary of a girl during World War II. It's a sad, some sort of a bibliography. And then we have Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine. It's a Cinderella version also. It's a nice book. It's also a Newbery Medal awardee. And we have another The Princess Tales by the same writer. And then I have also here Kenny and the Dragon by Tony DiTerlicci, the writer of Spiderwick Chronicles. So next, I have here a Penguin classic, Herman Melville's book, which is Moby Dick. And then I have The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. And next is Animal Farm by George Orwell. And the last in this part, we have The Upstairs Room by Johanna Rees, another Newbery Medal awardee. So I was able to read uh, this one, Finding Black Beauty. So also another, Ella Enchanted, The Princess Tales, Animal Farm, and The Upstairs Room. So next and the last on this shelf here below. So we have world history and another world history here. So this one, the First World War. Okay. And then we have tell me about. Those are scientific facts or information. And we have the amazing Bible fact book, my first children's Bible, and I have complete ink heart collection. So let me show you the cover of this one. It's very nice. Ink Death by Cornelia Funk. And then I have the complete series of Twilight. So we have Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer. And I have also here The Imitation of Christ and St. Augustine's Confession. And beside that, I have the complete books of Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. So that's for the first shelf. Okay, and the overview. Okay, so now let's go to that one. So here on top, I have mixed up books. Here I have Decoding Da Vinci, Heaven Help Us, 300 Patron Saints to Call Upon in Every Occasion. So I have also 2 illustrated books of the lives of the saints, and Straight from the Heart and A Moment by Father Jerry Orbis. It's a collection of reflection by Father Jerry Orbis's homilies. And we have here Our Daily Bread and 2 collections or complete books of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And we also have there The Hound of Baskervilles and The Shack. Then on top, we have C.S. Lewis' The Great Divorce and Dragon Rider by Cornelia Funk and The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. And another books by J.R.R. Tolkien. It's Before the Lord of the Rings book or books. Then below, I have another mix-up books here. I'm not going to go through with each of the titles. And another Harry Potter there. Then here down below, I have another mix-up books. So I have abridged version of classics, Christmas Carol, Huckleberry Finn, Pollyanna, Moby Dick, and Anne of Green Gables. And Lily Quench's stories. And I have also Christ the Lord Out of Egypt by Anne Rice, an English language arts book. And below that, I have Collins Classic Books and The Edge Chronicles also, and another Harry Potter books. So there you go. So for that shelf. So let's go now to this shelf, the last. Okay? Let's start on top. So I have here the Bible, so I put it on top because the Bible is the greatest book, yes, ever written. It's a book with a lot of books, so it's the Bible. It's a library of books. And then here below, I have 3 books of Owen Colfer, The Artemis Fowl. There are 8 or 9 books, I guess, in this collection, but I just have the 3. Then I have Nevermore, Wondersmith, and Hollow Pox. So I was able to read the first 2. These are very nice middle grade books. Whimsical, fantastical, you name it, it's there. And another is The Boy, the Boat, and The Beast. Okay? And then next to that is Winter House by Ben Gotterson. And we have Lalani of the Distant Sea and Hello Universe by Kelly. Um, I forgot the name. Sorry. So Erin Entrada Kelly. So actually, she is a half Filipino. So I'm still going to read her books. So hopefully in the future, it won't go through. Okay. And then next is I have Kate DiCamillo's books. I have Because of Wind Dixie, The Tale of Desperu, and this one is Flora and Ulysses. And then I have another Neil Gaiman's book, which is Coraline. I love the cover of this one. Take a look at that. Illustrated by Chris Riddle. And then I have the one and only Ivan and the one and only Bob. Okay, so the one and only Ivan is a Newbery Medal awardee. These two books are written by Catherine Applegate. And then next is House Moving Castle by Dana Wayne Jones. And two books of the Descendants books. So we have Isle of the Lost and Return to the Isle of the Lost. And next to that, we have Johnny Tremaine. And another Pam Munoz Ryan book is Esperanza Rising. And I have a paperback version of Writing Freedom. So next to that, we have Shiloh by Phyllis Reynolds Naylor. And Harriet's Hair by Dickie Smith. And Talk Everlasting by Nathalie Babbitt. Okay. So that's it. Then here below, here on top, I have Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. It's a paperback version. So I have here The Kane Chronicles Book 1 by Rick Riordan and Book 2 of Amari and the Great Game by B.B. Alston. So here, on this side at the edge, I have an abridged of Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain, or also known as Samuel Clemens. Samuel Clemens? I don't know, sorry. It's not Samuel Clemens. And then I have here a Spellbound. Spellbound and Frankenstein. So the cover of this one is very gorgeous. So by Mary Shelley. And then, oops. Okay. And then, next to this, we have Pony by R.J. Palacio. Sorry, I missed this one. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And The Prince and the Pauper by Mark Twain. I will try to check. Mark Twain is a pen name. So yes, I'm right. So his real name is Samuel Langhorne Clemens. Okay. Just to correct myself. And then I have three books by Victoria Schwab. So Victoria Schwab for her YA and middle grade books, and V.A. Schwab for her adult books. So I have City of Ghosts, Tunnel of Bones, and Bridge of Souls. So I am currently reading City of Ghosts. And then I have two books of the Magnus Chase by Rick Riordan, The Sword of Summer and The Hammer of Thor. They are based on Norse mythology. And another is the first book by B.B. Alston, Amari and the Night Brothers. And next to that, we have Thorn Ghost by Tone Jiao. I'm not sure how to read his name. And then beside that, I have Dracula by Bram Stoker. I also have The Witch's Vacuum Cleaner by Terry Pratchett. And School of the Dead by Avi. Avi is another pen name of the writer. Okay, and then next to that, I have Myths and Legends It's a collection or compiled by Vic Parker. And then next to that, we have Fairy Tales and Bridge to Terabithia and Jacob's Rescue and Another Christmas Carol. And on this side here, I have The Life of Pi by Jan Martel. Okay, so here below, I have The Wicked Book by Gregory Maguire rather. This is inspired in the classic book, The Wizard of Oz. I'm still going to read that one also. And I have Classic Treasury of Christmas Stories. And I have the Arabian Nights mythology books. This one and another is some sort of a partner to this one. This is like an encyclopedia of the names of the Greek and Roman mythologies. And I have a abridged version of Peter Pan and Wendy and the complete illustrated works of Hans Christian Andersen. Let me show you the cover of this one. So there's the Snow Queen. Okay, and then beside this, I have Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson and Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. These are Barnes & Noble edition. So next, we have Charlotte's Web by E.B. White and another The House at the Pooh Corner by A.A. Milne. This one is a fully illustrated and fully colored version. And another book by Pamela Ryan, Paint the Wind. And I have here books that are Newbery Medal awardee. Island of the Blue Dolphins, Holes, The Golden Goblet, Crispin and the Cross of Lead, Maniac Maggie, Number the Stars. So these are all Newbery Medal awardee books. And I have Circe by Madeline Miller, Joan by Catherine J. Chen, and Percy Jackson's Greek Heroes by Rick Riordan. And this one here is Out of the Woods. Okay. Here below, I have The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. It's like a folio edition. And Cinder, it's a collector's edition. It's a gorgeous edition of the book. That one. And beside that, I have Fairy Haven and the Quest of the Wand by Gail Carson Levine. And The Emerald City of Oz, The Picture of Dorian Gray, The Secret Garden, Robin Hood, The Railway Children, Five Children and It, The Phoenix and the Carpet, The Railway Children again, Through the Looking Glass, Pollyanna, The Lost World. Some of the covers are not that clear. So Rip Van Winkle and Other Stories, Little Lord Fauntleroy, A Little Princess, The Secret Garden, The Wizard of Oz, Robinson Crusoe, and this one is The Happy Prince by Oscar Wilde and The Three Musketeers. And beside that is a complete collection by Madeleine L'Engle, the famous of which is A Wrinkle in Time. And here on top are another series of books. Most of them are children's classics. So I have also the books written by Roald Dahl. So The Witches, Matilda, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, James and the Giant Peach, and the BFG. So we are down to the last. So I have here also a mixed up collection here. So I have two illustrated edition of Harry Potter. So I have book 3 and book 4. And down below I have exercises in English and another mythology books. and a hardback version of Greek Heroes by Rick Riordan. And beside that, I have Little Women by Louisa May Alcott and English reference books. And next to that, I have the seven books of the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. So there you have it. So I hope you are enjoying in our bookshelf tour. So it's a little bit chaotic. So forgive me for that. So please support me on my channel for our future bookish vlogs. So there you have it. So all of those are my book collection. And thank you for coming. And I hope you're going to have a very enjoyable day. Thank you and God bless. Bye-bye.